So here we are at the SS Rotterdam, which is a ship the Rotterdam Council bought and turned it into a kind of a hotel with meeting rooms. But while I'm making a video, is at the front of the ship there's actually an amateur radio room there with, I believe, 3 or 4 older radios in, and also a few older operators. And I'm not sure if you can see, but we have a wire aerial, a doublet there, and it goes to there. You can maybe just see there's a vertical aerial there as well. I think there's actually 2 verticals and 2 wires, and there are a couple of aerials higher up there for the 2 metre and 70 centimetre. Absolute beautiful day today, as we can see. Blue skies, sunshine, just a bit of the shade here at the moment, and where we are is a place called Cartendrecht. So I'll go inside and see what happens. I don't know what to expect, so it's going to be a surprise for all of us. So, good morning from the SS Rotterdam, the ship which doesn't move anymore. It's here parked up in Rotterdam. Oh, we have the picture of the water taxi, which is a very quick and easy way to get around Rotterdam. But while we're here, they actually have an amateur radio room here at the front, and I'll show you that in just a minute. We have an aerial here. We also have one here, I think that's a 40 and 80. We have a line wire, I'm not sure if you can see that. Goes to the cable there, and it goes all the way along to there. I'll have to ask the guy how long that is. And there's another aerial just over there, I think for 6 meters. And they also have an external AT tuner on the roof as well. But a fantastic place to have a radio room. We can see maybe that's not the best lifeboat to jump in if we're to sink. But this is part of the harbours of Rotterdam. I'll just give you a quick look round. Again, beautiful day today. I actually live a couple of kilometres that way, so this is all very close to me. Lots of water. This is now hired out for parties. They have a hotel here and various function rooms. This area here is called Cartendrecht, and around 20 years ago it was full of prostitutes and people selling drugs. But now it's had a complete makeover, and there's all sorts of buildings and apartments, and it's completely changed. And it's just a quick view of the south of Rotterdam. The centre is more that way. We can't see it on this side of the ship. And we can probably see a bit better the feed cable and one end of the aerial going there, and we can also see the vertical aerial. Well, I think you can see just about here, and then there's another little line aerial here which comes out and goes all the way over to here. So they have quite a few aerials. Let's have a look at the other side of the ship. And here we have a very nice view of Rotterdam. All these buildings are new. Well, most of them, the last 3 or 4 years they've appeared. This used to just be flat. And we can see the centre of Rotterdam the Swan Bridge there, and all these very, very high-rise buildings. More of them you can actually behind this building here, and that's pretty much the centre of Rotterdam there. Very, very modern city. We have our Euromast there, which for €10 you can get a lift right to the very top. Great if you had a portable setup. Great reception. And this is the Maas River, which runs through the city. Yeah, really lovely weather today. So I think we'll have a quick look inside and see what's going on. And this is what they use when they want to move the ship right or left, apparently. Well, this is kind of self-explanatory, I suppose. And this here. And what I think's funny is they actually have written down Romeo Oscar Tango Tango Echo Romeo Delta Alpha Mike. You'd think they'd know it off by heart, really, but maybe it's just a good idea. And this is real time, all the ships on the Maas where we are now, and you can actually see the colours. If it's yellow, it's carrying goods. If it's orange, it's a tanker. If it's green, it's a passenger ship. We've got red as military, blue is a fishing ship, and Pars, which I think is purple, is a sail ship. So we can see a couple of reds, a green, yellows. Here's a couple parked up, a red which is a military ship, a green which is passenger ships, all in real time. And I think this is really cool. The man was saying there used to be a whistle in here, and you blow the whistle and you have a direct link to the captain who's on the other end of this pipe. So you first blow into it, it makes a whistle sound, goes all the way through to the captain, well before the days of mobile telephones. Very nice though. So what actually is this?
This is a Decca electronic radio system that gives your position in coastal waters.
In coastal waters?
From different stations you get a radio signal, and it's computed in this device, and then you get it. Try to get the most maximal signal by using these knobs. And then you get a code.
Yes.
Like E2, and the other ones is. And then I'll show you what you should do with that code.
And what do the actual dials? What do they actually represent? The dials here?
Yeah, the degrees, latitude and longitude on the globe.
I see. So you know exactly where you're up to.
And I'll show you how that works.
How old is this piece of equipment?
This of the 80s.
From the 80s. Okay.
This is before they used GPS. Long before.
Wow.
Okay, this is an example how it uses. This is a special chart.
Yes.
For using with this equipment.
Okay.
By using the equipment, you get a higher signal, you get a code.
Yes.
By dialing that knob, and then you get a code. For instance, we got a real example of this situation.
Okay.
This is the North Sea.
The North Sea.
Hook of Holland.
Hook of Holland.
We received a code A15, A38.
Yes.
And then you can see those lines.
Oh, And you can figure out exactly where...
You can figure out exactly where you are, because these lines represent is E12,
Yes,
E30, E14, and on the other hand, these lines are, what are they? The other codes. Q, and then you get exactly the position where you are.
I see. And when was the last time this was actually used on the ship?
I don't know exactly when GPS was coming, so it must be end of the 90s.
Yeah. And is this system used anywhere in the world still, or is it
only in
now...
coastal waters? But because it did not work on the Atlantic Ocean.
I see. Oh, very interesting.
So here on the Dutch coast, but also on the English coast.
And is this machine also to do with?
Yeah, that's later. That came after this one.
Okay.
This is Lauren, long range receiver,
Oh.
and this could be used on the Atlantic Ocean, but it's based on the same principles. You get radio signals,
Yes.
and you turn the knot, and you get the best signal, and then you can read your position
On the display, and then you can work this out exactly where you're up to.
on the chart.
Wow. I had no idea all these things go on in the background.
Works also coastal lines here.
I see, and yeah, you can see that the two side by side, really. Wow.
There's a reach.
And that is the aerial?
No, that's another system of making your position. That's a radio direction
Antennae.
antenna.
So
you turn it around, and again when you get
Tintarella di luna, tintarella color latte, tutta notte sopra tetto con i gatti.
it's not my sort of music, but probably back in the
No,
day.
not mine either, but
Wow. And this is what the people used to use to find out what the weather's going to be like. This is a receiver. I'm not sure if you can see that. And it sends the message to the printer here. And what they ended up with was this. But we're going back 40, 50 years ago with technology here. Well, from the end of the year 60. It's in Dutch, but yeah, you'd have to pause that bit of the video if you want to read it. I could translate it, but it probably is not a good idea to translate it. It probably won't be very intelligible. But we'll have a quick look at the radio room. There's a few operators in there, and a couple of them are busy eating their lunch. And we can see as we walk through.
Je kan tegen hem zeggen, je moet op de ene transceiver gaan, of de andere transceiver.
Because we have the Kenwood here, TS2000,
Ik denk dat
very popular radio.
afstanden van 7000 kilometer.
Deze hoort hier niet.
Uiteindelijk kwam ik in.
That is for the CW.
Dit is mijn eigen.
Oh, okay.
Die hoort hier niet.
Het is zo formaat en stuur. Hij zegt
Right,
dat-
okay. And we have the Icon 765. Never even seen this model. With the original microphone. Is that the original microphone? Wow. Looks really nice, actually.
Bij de hardware en de drivers kun je kijken welke drivers er gebruikt.
Ga je die op kant zien?
And this is a ship radio that's been converted. You can see it's on 740 meters at the moment, 7 megahertz.
The obvious, I couldn't even see any background noise, so whether that had cut the transmission completely or it was just the audio, I don't know. I gather you've been changing some of your remote cabling but it's definitely intermittent. Let's see if it's still working. G3WXG, G4KWL, over. Yeah, G4KWL or G3WXG. Well, I do get, I'm aware that there might be a problem actually. Yes, I can see what you mean. I do get,
Yeah.
pipe turn. So I know it's working at the moment, but I'll have to look into that. Thank you very much. Look into that. Thank you. Yes, okay. It's all fine now. What's interesting, I'm just looking at Western. Oh, definitely transmitting different audio frequencies. And I don't know, obviously.
So this is just corner of the shack. We have a very old Yaesu FT1000.
Is better al, sorry?
This is also for the Morse key. I'm not allowed to press anything, I've been told.
Ja, dat is duidelijk verschil.
A couple of computer screens. We've got a Yaesu small radio here.
Je levert iets te laag frequentie,
Oh, there's
maar
a
dat is minimaal.
Heil headset. Looks quite an old Heil headset.
Ik ben blij dat ik die weer heb gevonden.
Ja, mooi. Hey, netjes.
Ja, dank je.
Wow, it's very light.
Kun je iets voor mezelf doen? Dat staat een beetje leuk in.
Ja, dat moet je zelf doen.
And there's just a couple of more radios here. And the displays. And we have just round here, just a very small room really. We have an operator here doing Morse code. I'll just see if I can just sneak up behind him. Obviously we can't hear him, he's got headphones on. It's okay, I'm just doing a quick...
Okay.
What it was you were using. But anyway, I wonder if do the power
Hoe kan dat ding dan aanstaan? Hoe kan dat ding dan aanstaan?
Anyway, a large net, so I'll shut up and pass on to Richard Mike 1 Charlie Fox Whiskey KWL. Mike 1 Charlie Fox Whiskey on the carbon voice. So I hope this was taping right. This is the microphone number 4 for the World 2 thing. So that's what I'm using here. Yeah, okay, what other notes have I got here? Oh yes, Fred, selling your 6580 so quickly. So that's the fact, the one that I've got went very quickly. I was just absolutely searched in line for it. But apparently there were 8 other inquiries for it afterwards. Of course I went across visited the person who was working in okay. But if you're not happy with it, I've got queuing up for it.
Is het in een berekening? Ik had voor toch een mooie doen we ook even. En deze hier tegen de achtergrond gaan doen, hè?
Er zit er nog een metallics in.
Dat was
on a line that went next to Southampton, and then at the junction, there's another line that comes to Newbury, and off that Newbury line, during World War II, there was actually I wonder if you've come across that before. Okay, we don't not keep the things too long.